Thanks for joining us tonight. Months after last August's devastating flooding, its effects linger in damaged homes, including the Mazomanie area.
And the concern about another storm, of course, is always in the back of their minds there. Our Madeline O'Neill is back from the village and can tell us about the impact on property values there. Maddie?
Eric and Charlotte, realtors and village officials I've spoken with tell me that's not exactly the case, but last summer's flooding is changing the way people choose where to call home.
I just love the town.
Here in Mazomanie, Denise Van Horn and her daughter Madison Olsen Duff call this their first actual home.
It's just cozy. It's perfect right where we're at.
Until historic flooding came in August.
Next thing you know, she couldn't even get down the steps because we had water up to our kitchen countertops.
Destroying everything on the first floor.
So it was just a big mess.
9 months later, they're doing what they can.
I was not going to give up our home.
Finishing up landscaping after raising their house, all to stay in the place they still choose to call home.
This is a marathon. We're still running it.
Despite devastating flooding, lifelong resident Natalie Beal of the Mazomanie Chamber of Commerce says community members haven't been quick to leave town.
It brought us all together.
And some houses for sale have still been going quick.
There's been some that have gone right away. There's been some that are still sitting there and have been sitting there. And I think that has a lot to do with that information gathering.
She encourages prospective buyers to get as much information about the property as they can and ask questions, something real estate attorney Jean Armendariz-Kerr says is happening more often.
While it hasn't seemed to put off buyers looking in those neighborhoods, which were impacted by the flooding last year, it certainly has changed the questions that savvy buyers are asking.
She says property values don't seem to be significantly affected during this active spring selling season, but buyers are asking whether the flooding was a freak occurrence or will become more common. And sellers may be obligated to disclose any flooding damage.
It's just being educated and making all the right calls.
Knowing enough to make the best choice on where to call home.
We want people here.
Everything we've done and gone through has been life-changing, but well worth it.
Now, one other change in home buying, whereas living near a creek may have been a selling point, realtors say that may no longer be the case in areas that were hit hard by flooding. Black Earth officials say they haven't noticed a slowdown in the housing market either. Beal recommends researching homes before buying them by requesting files for properties at the municipal building.
Foxconn